So we're in the trailer with Ken Diaz. Now, you've developed a line of blood among other products, KD151. Tell me about that.
All right, so initially I developed it. Namie, who used to work at Friends Beauty Supply, used to manage them.
Got it.
Around 1987, asked me, "Hey Ken, can you manufacture a gel blood?" Getting a lot of requests for it. At the time, there was one gel blood on the market.
Who was doing that?
It was in a silver tube, and it had a label MP105. And it was actually, I found out later, it was manufactured by Makeup Effects Line.
Okay.
Mel.
No. Okay.
So it was a little bit on the blue side. I used it on the movie Fright Night. It would tend to dry out around the edges. You have to reactivate it with water, spray water on it. So a friend of mine, John Rizzo, went out and got some samples of his own blood, and we spent 5 weekends color matching that exactly. And we came up with a methylcellulose blood, which became later a drying blood gel. And so it was like, oh great, we got the blood, now we're gonna do, oh well, let's get some of those silver tubes, like the MP105 blood. And so we did that. We got to get a label now. What are we going to label? I don't know. Oh, well, Rizzo says, well, let's put a KD on it. And then I go, yeah. And then I drink 151 rum, so let's put 151. So that's how the name came about.
151, like
yeah,
Bacardi. Wow.
Like Bacardi.
Nice.
That was my license plate. My license plate was 151 proof at the time.
That's awesome.
So that's how it came to be. And on the early 90s, when I came up with 11 other kinds of blood, there wasn't that amount of blood on the market. There was only, every blood manufacturer was probably 4 that had one color, one thickness. So I decided to come up with different viscosities and different color ranges for different, like for a white surface, I wanted a really dark blood. For a dark surface, I wanted really bright blood. So that's where I came up with a range of colors for that. I would, when it first came out, people would call me up, hey Ken, what's the best way to get this blood off? I said, well, just soap and water. I always just use soap and water, came right off. And they said, I'm having trouble with that. Well, I said, well, what kind of soap are you using? I'm using Lux or something. And a lot of times they had moisturizer in the bar soap. And I always use Ivory soap because I had a lot of fragrance allergies. And so what's in the Ivory? They're like, okay, it's stearic acid. So I found out that stearic acid takes off the blood. Now later, I'm looking at shaving cream. I go, shaving cream is made out of stearic acid. So we put that on our brochures and our label. It moves easily with Ivory soap or shaving cream. And throughout the years, I just kind of took off as a industry standard for the best way to take off blood.
That's wild. Yeah, that's well known. Like the cheap shaver cream, like Barbasol.
Yeah, exactly.
Any of that.
Yeah.
So cheap foam. So did you find just like lathering it up, laying it on the skin, leaving it for a bit?
The best way to do it is to put it on the skin, activate it with water. A lot of people don't do that. We spritz some water on it, lather it up really good, let it set in there, let it work its way in there, and then a hot towel is always the best to have standing by. I typically have a cooler, an ice chest there on the set with hot towels in there, and we have to do quick changeovers to get the actors cleaned up. That's the best way.
So KD151 is still going. Obviously, you have the blood range, different viscosities, and drying, dark, light. What other products does KD151 have? Because I know I see them all over the world.
Let's see, what was the next thing to come up with? Tattoo pens.
Tattoo pens.
Yeah, that was out of necessity. I was doing a movie called Blood In, Blood Out, and it required a West Coast prison style tattoo, which is a black and gray style. And at the time there was the alcohol transfers. One was from Fred Blau, Mike Hancock, Real Creations, which was printed on a telephone book paper. And then there's another company in New York, Temp 2, that was printed on cigarette paper. And I was never real happy with that. And you couldn't get any gradations of shading on that. But through the movie Illustrated Man and then refinements on the movie Tattoo, silk screen wet transfer method had been developed that Fred Blau had been using, and I had asked him for if I could purchase this from him or order through him, which he was doing to some people.
Yeah.
I had worked on the movie Tattoo, and I had done Bruce Stern and Maud Adams' live cast with the makeup artist Tom Herber over at Berman Studios, and we made mannequins, which the designs were all laid out. But Fred Blau at the time told me, you know what? I'm not doing any of these big tattoo shows anymore, so he refused to sell it to me. So I had to come up with a quick answer. So that's where I had to come up with the tattoo pens with the gradations of shading.
Yeah.
And so we do the speed stick transfer. We do the double ink with a speed stick on the surface and transfer the image, and then we would hand draw them just so we could get going on that show. So that's why the pens came into being. The lace adhesive came in because we could no longer get Max Factor spirit gum.
That was the best. That's
That's the best. So then I needed to try to find a substitute for my own use.
Yeah.
So after refinements over about a year and a half, I came up with something that I thought was pretty good. And I was on a show, and a hairdresser needed one. And she had shine on her wig, and I let her use some of mine. And then the next show she did, she asked, "Hey, can I get some more of that?" And okay, and then it was like other hairstylists found out about it, and then I get a call from Mamie. "Hey, people are on location. They want some of your glue." And well, I'm not really manufacturing it. Well, I need some. So that's how that developed.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It's exciting to see that over 30 years now, your products are worldwide, still in everybody's kit, still in mind.
I'm glad to hear that.
Cool.
All right, buddy.
Good chat.